Hello, good morning, my dear students. Yesterday we have studied about the displacement of hydrogen from acid by the various metals. In the same series, today we are going to understand about the application of displacement. So, using the displacement reaction, we can determine the activity or reactivity of any element. From the above reaction, we can conclude that metals like zinc, iron, aluminum, and magnesium can displace hydrogen gas. So, hydrogen gas is produced. Thus, hydrogen gas is less reactive than these metals. This is what we can understand. So, only the more reactive element displaces the less reactive element. We have seen that zinc, iron, aluminum, and magnesium have displaced hydrogen, and we can say that zinc, iron, aluminum, and magnesium are more reactive than hydrogen. So we can say examples of more reactive element, examples of metals which are more reactive than hydrogen are magnesium, aluminum, iron, and zinc. This is what we can easily understand. When copper is added to acid like HCl or H2SO4 aqueous, no reaction takes place. You can see that when copper is added to HCl, there is no reaction. When copper is added to H2SO4, there is no reaction. We can say that copper is less reactive than hydrogen. So, we need to know which are the other metals which are less reactive than hydrogen. Examples of metals that are less reactive than hydrogen are copper, mercury, silver, gold, and platinum. So these are the metals which are less reactive than hydrogen. Please learn this name of these metals which are less reactive than hydrogen. So if we revise once again, we can come to know that metals more reactive than hydrogen are magnesium, aluminum, zinc, and iron, whereas metal less reactive than hydrogen are copper, mercury, silver, gold, and platinum. Now we want to understand more about the activity of metals. So we should study the example number 3. Some metal, when added to water, they produce hydrogen gas. Now see, we have seen that hydrogen gas is being displaced in acid, but it's not only in acid. Hydrogen gas can be displaced even into the water. So some metal, when added to water, they produces hydrogen gas. The reaction produces huge amount of energy, so hydrogen gas produced catches fire that may cause the blast or accident. Now when these metals are added to water, this metal reacts with water, they produce hydrogen gas and their metal hydroxides. During this reaction, huge amount of energy is produced. This energy is caught, or hydrogen catches this energy and start burning. This burning of hydrogen gas may cause the blast or an accident. Let us learn about the examples of such metals. They are sodium Na and potassium K. So let us look at that. We have sodium metal solid which reacts with water, which is liquid. 2H2O means you have 2H and 2OH. This is how we understand about the 2H2O. Now see, 2H makes H2 and 2OH combined with 2Na, so that we get 2NaOH, H2, and huge amount of heat is produced. This huge amount of heat is caught by hydrogen gas. So hydrogen gas catches fire. This fire may cause an accident. This fire may cause a blast. The same thing happens in case of the potassium. Now you can easily understand that potassium metal, when added to water, what happens? We consider again this water as 2H, 2H. So again 2K reacts with 2H to give you 2KOH. This 2H produces hydrogen gas and a huge amount of heat is produced. Hydrogen gas catches fire and it may even cause an accident or a blast. So potassium or sodium metals should not even come in contact with water or moisture. I hope, my dear students, you are enjoying. We will study the next portion in the next video. Happy learning.